Hey, what's up everybody? Prospector here with Watcher Realms. Welcome to the channel, guys. Today we're going to be checking out Sergei. We're going to go over his kit relatively quickly because I think you guys have seen a lot of it and you can see him in game for yourselves. We're also going to be going over how to build him and how to use him in single target arena. But anyways, without further ado, let's dig in. Alright, Mr. Sergei. So I tried to tell you guys I'm really pumped up about this guy, pulling this guy. I love this guy. I just love it. He punches stuff. This is, I don't know. He's just really cool. He's just like this giant monkey with big fists and whatever. He's got his key going on in his kit. And I did put a soulstone into him. I'm not gonna, lie about it or be shy about it. I used the only soulstone I had. I put it into his A1 because that is definitely his key awakening. We'll go over that in just a minute. Over to his skills here. Talent. Gains 1 stack of key every 15 seconds. Key is dynamic life energy. Just stacks up and he uses it as a stack. It doesn't do anything specific besides being used as a resource. When deployed, immediately gains 4 stacks of key. When HP drops below 65%, reduces the interval for gaining key by 3 seconds and reduces damage taken by 50 seconds. Each cast of the ultimate increases damage by 75% for 6 seconds. So using his ultimate, I mean, you don't have to really worry about that too much. He's just going to use it and it's going to, pretty much do what he's supposed to be doing. You get a 75% damage increase, which is actually insane. Or ultimate increases damage. Yeah, it's just insane. Anyways, onto his basic attacks. The physical attack deals 120% physical damage to 1 enemy targets in range, has a 20% chance to trigger 2 consecutive strikes instead, and causes HP drain equal to 10% of the current HP to the hero. This is more of a mechanic here. It's not doing a ton of damage outside of his ultimate. It's some like 100 to 50 to 250k. It really depends on how well you build them. But typically it's not going too great, especially in the kind of build that we have him in today and what we're using him for arena. And the first passive, Dark Delusion. When taking direct damage, gains a shield equal to 40% of the hero's attack for 15 seconds. This effect can be triggered up to 1 time every 5 seconds. The shield stacks up to 80% attack. So yeah, every 5 seconds you can get an extra 40% of his attack applied as a shield. He has a lot of attack and it does work very well on the front end of arena. That's why he's so amazing for single target arena. He can replace your tanks that people usually use, like something like Codgrim. Vessel of Malice. After casting the ultimate, reduces damage taken from enemies to 1 for 2 seconds. When taking fatal damage, consumes 2 stacks of key to negate this damage, then immediately casts the ultimate and gains a shield equal to 50% attack for 10 seconds. This effect can be triggered up to 1 time every 30 seconds. It's kind of a fail safe here. Basically, if you have 2 stacks of key, you can take fatal damage, become invulnerable, and they're going to let you use the ultimate automatically in that case as well. So he's going to be like, bam, oh, I went down, oh crap, stand up, and then punch him in the face. That's how that's going to work. He does have a cost reduction of 5 in the arena, so that also makes it very important for his kit. Now, World Sunder. I see we have a little bit of a skill range change. Basically, he just gains 2 wings on the side of his straight line. Causes HP drain equal to 10% of current HP to the hero. And gains debuff immunity for 6 seconds. Deals 700% physical damage that ignores 50% defense to 1 enemy target in range 1 time. If there are 2 more stacks of key, consumes 2 stacks of key and restores full rage. So basically, if he has more key, or 2 stacks of key, he can come back again and use his ultimate again. If he still has 2 stacks left after that, he can just, it's kind of like a replenish for his ultimate. Basically, boom, 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 boom. Just keep punching him in the face. A lot of punching in the face with this guy. All right, on to those awakenings. And I was talking about that key awakening level 1. When taking direct damage from enemies, immediately gains 1 stack of key and increases attack by 20% for 15 seconds. This effect can be triggered up to 1 time every 12 seconds. So it's not just about the increased attack. That is amazing, 20% for 15 seconds, but it's also about the ability to regenerate his key much faster from when he's taking damage, specifically in the arena with that AoE damage coming from the elites coming down. Awaken level 2 is attack plus 300. Awaken level 3 is going to be like one of the next important awakenings I think that there is. And the ultimate deals an extra 50% damage 1 time and can execute enemies below HP below 20%. Now the thing is here, this is not going to work on a lot of the enemies in single target arena because those are elites and the execution is ineffective against bosses and elites. So something to keep in mind, it's not going to help you with single target arena, but it will help you in other parts of the game. Awaken level 4 is going to be penetration plus 8%. Awaken level 5's each time key is consumed grants a single target damage increase to the hero and to ally targets with the highest attack within 2 tiles for 10 seconds. That single target damage increase is going to be 15% boost. So if you have somebody like an Ireless on the field, they can get the damage boost from Ireless, and they can also get the extra 15% single target damage boost from our boy Sergei. That can make a difference. You can have Valoran behind him, you can have a Dracula next to him, and they can both basically are going to end up getting that 15% damage boost. Dracula is the other one that is key here. Now, on to the builds here. So now this is the juicy stuff you guys have been waiting for. Sorry about the kit overview. I'd like to throw those in there. I make sure to throw them in there because somebody sees this video and they didn't know anything about Sergei, so it makes it useful. Hopefully you just skipped ahead if you saw it already. Wicked Vengeance on the left side, attack bonus, crit rate, crit damage, and attack speed on both pieces. Except in single target arena, I don't really need him to be that fast. I want him to hit harder. So I'm gonna go attack bonus, crit rate, crit damage, and flat attack. The reason being is that he needs to hit that final target that comes down in the window in single target arena as hard as possible. So boosting up that attack is a better option. Rage Regen doesn't really do a lot for this hero. You don't really need it. Hell's Lament, another thing, we're just going for that spike damage, right? So Hell's Lament is when the ultimate is triggered, it increases damage by 35% and crit damage by 50%, lasting for 20 seconds. Now, there isn't a very good exclusive art or gear piece on the ring or anything like that for him for the faction, and he doesn't have one for himself. He might get one someday, but he doesn't have one now. So the only one you can get is going to be the Nightmare faction one, was just like a basic attack, has an extra chance of hitting one extra time when executing. So it's not really that big of a deal to get that on him. So just focus for Hell's Lament, right? And we're looking for attack bonus, crit rate, crit damage, attack speed, flat attack across the board. The variant you want to look for is going to be aggression, and then you want to try to boost up that attack bonus by an extra 2 to 5%. Somewhere in there would be nice if you can make it happen. If you're going to be going in with an A1 Sergei, you're probably going to want to try to boost that up as high as possible. He's going to need your priority gear because he's basically sniping and executing that last enemy, and that's very important. Now, on the right side for a alternate solution, we're not going to tier 3. You don't want to go with Cataclysm. You want to take it down to Soulbound Arcana, and that's going to be your next set. Afterwards, we're going to go with a Night Terror. Night Terror set here is going to be increases damage by 25% for 3 seconds after making crit hits. So you want to let them hit first and then pound them. So it's a little harder to deal with. The other good option would be like the Wisdom. That's another one you could use. After using the ultimate, increases damage by 35%. You might even like that better if he's not taking on a lot of enemies. In single target arena, you might want to go with the Wisdom. All right, so left side. Obviously, we're going to go from Wicked Vengeance, same kind of set substats and stuff, all the way down to Warlord. We're going to look for the exact same thing, attack bonus, crit rate, crit damage, attack speed, and then we're going to take it down to a Calamity set. Now, why are we going 3 times attack percentage when we're ignoring 50% of the defense? Well, got news for you. Unless you're really ignoring a ton of defense, we're not talking like 80 to 100% like Silas, it's still harder to justify going for a crit damage main stat. Something they need to work on in this game is either reducing the effect of attack somehow in that formula, or boosting the effect of crit damage somehow, so that crit damage is much more worth it and we can have more diverse builds. I think if they boosted crit damage a little bit, heroes like this that ignore like 50% defense when they're using their ultimates or something would definitely be much more diverse builds. Unfortunately, with Sergei, going up against any kind of enemy with a lot of defense or higher defense, you're gonna have to go with 3 times attack percentage per usual. Nothing out of the ordinary there. Now on to the artifact. We're gonna look at the Shattered Hilt. This is the piece that I'm gonna say you're gonna want to go with. You could go with something like a Wailing Skull, although I don't think you're gonna get as much damage on him, especially for that short burst that you're looking for. And then things like maybe a Slayer's Malice, or if you have going with bleed on a guild boss or something like that, you could run a Scarlet Hunt if a bleed is out there. Usually if you're using Kagiri, it is. So that is the ideal. Shattered Hilt, Scarlet Hunt. I wouldn't bother too much with a Flux or a Wailing Skull or anything like that. Just stick between those. Frigid Flame is going to be a problem because he's usually going to be taking some damage. Yeah, pretty much those are your options. So Shattered Hilt, Scarlet Hunt, and then the Slayer's Malice are going to be that tier order that you're going to go for. Now, going into single target arena, let us kick it off here. Now, single target arena isn't live right now, but I've done some testing and kind of done my best to understand what's going on with Valderon and Sergei. Valderon does not do a very good job of actually boosting Sergei's damage with his Lord ability. He's going to be increasing the attributes by 15% and the negative damage and penetration based on their lost HP up to 60% and 20% respectively at 30% HP. All this other nonsense is just fluff, and it's for Valderon for the most part. So it kind of sucks that way. Gon is a little bit better at boosting, but Gon's not bringing damage of his own. So we have a team here is what we're looking for. We're going to go for a Valderon. A1 is very important. Sergei, A1 is also going to be very important. Dracula, you can manage with an A0. I don't have mine at A1, but if you do get him to awaken level 1, he is going to be able to apply that. Allies with the Solarat effect have their damage increase raised to 30%, which is going to be much more consistent, especially for Valderon himself. I think if you get him up to an awaken level 3, that would be very amazing too, where you can put that defense reduction on there, and then when Sergei pops that last enemy, he's surely to go down. He's going to be sure to go down. A3 Drac is hard to come by. All right, so what are these guys all wearing? Kind of going over these other heroes really quick. Infernal Roar, same kind of build. Attack bonus, crit rate, crit damage, attack speed, flat attack. And you're gonna be looking at the exact same thing over here on Count Dracula. Infernal Roar, you can go Snowbound Arcana if you want to, or yeah, that's pretty much it. Cataclysm you can kind of get away with, but it's not gonna be anything too special. Again, the exclusive pieces aren't really that amazing for them. Alright, and he's going to be in his artifact, his exclusive, with only level 13, and then he's going to be in his at level 22. Sergei does not have one. Diao Chen, you're going to be running for your typical Wings of Grace build, and the same thing with our girl Irelis here. Let's get into it. Let's start it up here. Let me get myself out of the way, maybe over here. That's a good spot. And then we will see how this goes. Now the first one we're going to place down is going to be Valderon. So we're going to take this off 2x. We're going to run it really nice and slow for you. All right, so here comes Valderon. Put him in his normal spot. He's going to come out. He's going to do his damage like he always does. If he's A1, he should take this enemy out really quickly. This is where the A1 is really important. It does a big damage boost for him. All right, then we're going to go ahead and place down our Diao Chen. Right back here or over here, it doesn't really matter, but if she's over here, she doesn't have to worry about taking damage from those AoE guys. So go ahead and place her down. Don't need to use Valderon's ultimate quite yet. We'll use that on the next round. It's gonna be 2 enemies, and then we just have to make it through these first 2 rounds. Switch Diao Chen over, go ahead and activate your Valderon. All right, here we go. Now Valderon's gonna slow down a little bit. He's going to lose one of those life source hits, which kind of sucks. His damage isn't quite there. Then we want to get this Sergei placed down right here. For one thing, you don't want him hitting your Valderon again, and it kind of reduces his damage from losing those stacks. If he does, it is what it is. All right, so moving on to the next one, we got 2 enemies coming. All right, we're gonna let these guys take care of these 2. For this first one, we're gonna hit him right now. Let's get his HP down, and then I actually set this up so that Sergei's the only one that can auto. So we're gonna go ahead and let him auto. And I'm just gonna let him take him out. Double pound, 2.3 million damage, guys. Go ahead and place your Dracula here facing right. Make sure your auto is off going into this. You can go ahead and activate your Valderon as soon as that first guy starts coming out. As soon as the second guy comes out, we're gonna start activating our Dracula. That way, I mean, Dracula lasts about 2 enemies for the most part. You can see by the time this enemy goes down, he's gonna be about half ult. and then we can put him on ultimate auto here at this last part. Let him pound him, it's fine. He should regenerate ki as long as you have his A1 unlocked. He should be fine. Otherwise, try to hold off, and you're gonna have to just deal with him being a little bit slower. Irelis facing here to the right. We want her there for healing our Sergei, and we also want to make sure that he's getting a damage boost from Irelis occasionally. Irelis doing her thing. So we have to activate our Dracula right now. We can save our Valderon, activate Sergei right here. Take this enemy out. This one's going to be a little bit of a slower round. Not a big deal. Go ahead and hit this again on this last enemy, and then just let these guys take them out. If you have the A3, that would be a lot faster, and also higher awakenings Dracula. So you can also decide to activate your Valderon at that point, but I like to save it for this round so we're not in trouble with these first waves of AoE guys coming out. I always forget their names. So we can go ahead and activate our Valderon as soon as he gets close to make sure that he stays available. Go ahead and use your Sergei once here. And then go ahead and use your Dracula. That's going to be that third guy coming through. We want to make sure we clear the way. Use your Sergei one more time. Hopefully take this guy out pretty quickly. Go ahead and put it on auto. Let Sergei hit him hard. That's what we want. Hit him hard. His damage is a little bit lower. Didn't have a damage boost when that happened. It is what it is. All right. Yeah, so this is my experience so far with this. Sithra hasn't really been a part of it as far as I can tell so far, and I don't know what happened last weekend with single target arena, but it seemed to be kind of rough. That's all I can say. We're gonna go ahead and activate one hit here with our Sergei. That's gonna be 1, 2, 3. Fourth enemy comes out. Go ahead and get that Dracula going. There we go. Hopefully nobody goes down. We gotta take these guys down a little faster. There goes that last one. And then go ahead and put it on auto. Let Sergei take down his last guy. There we go. Oh, there you go. Round 1. We beat the defense team. We beat the defense team. All right, go ahead and activate your Valderon one more time. We are now in wave 9. This is just kind of crunch time, just trying to survive for the most part. Most people don't have to worry about this too much. We're gonna wait till that first enemy goes down, and we're gonna use Sergei on the second one. And we have the third one coming out on the fifth one, fourth one actually. Want to go ahead and activate Dracula. So that's gonna be 2, 3, 4. Right now, try to get these guys out of the way. I'm gonna activate our Sergei once here. Activate our Valderon. Kind of got a little messy there on me. Kind of got a little messy on there. And we can't even use it right now. We're waiting for one more. Go ahead and use it now. Use it now. Get that damage down. Get that enemy taken out. A little bit slow, like I said. It's not the higher awakenings. Once you do get him awakening, this team is going to be all you see in single target arena. And yeah, I don't know if you guys have anything extra to add to the single target arena comp, or maybe ways that did something wrong, or any ideas, please feel free to leave it down in the comment section down below. And congratulations on your Sergei. I hope you enjoy them. As I get this more tuned in for single target arena, I definitely will release updates on what the meta for arena is going to be and exactly how that's going to work. And I'd also like to know if you guys would like to see a full A5 team from the test server of me going up against that defense, of me setting up that defense and seeing how that works. I wish I could test this for you guys right now, but I just don't have single target arena open right now, so it kind of sucks. But anyways, guys, Sergei, the man of the hour. That's all I have for today's video. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. Make sure you check out war.prospector.g. That's WOR.prospector.gg. And if you're looking for a 10% discount on WGold, you check out discounts.prospector.gg. It's going to open the hub to Coda Shop and Smile One. Those are exclusive links, and they have a 10% discount year round, and they run bundle events, and we get a 5% kickback when you use our exclusive links. But anyways, guys, I've been the Prospector. Thanks for tuning in, and until next time, keep digging.